Hi, I'm Dr. Nicole Anderson. I'm going to show you a very short and sweet shoulder self-cupping technique using silicone cups. So we have a longer video in our library on how to do shoulder cupping that's very comprehensive. But let's say you just wanted to get in and get out, do something really quick. So I do recommend doing the comprehensive one at least once a week, especially if you're someone who uses your arms a lot for your work, and that could be an athlete, it could be a manual therapist like myself. It could also be someone who just works at a desk and they're doing a lot of static posture, stuff like this, okay? So you're gonna want some coconut oil and you're gonna wanna put that on. So you want to put it on all the areas you're going to be sliding and gliding your cup. Keep in mind with the shoulder that where you're feeling the pain is most likely the victim, not the cause. So most people have pain right up in this upper part of the shoulder, but it's usually because of weakness in some of the stabilizing muscles and because of tightness, usually in the muscles in the front here and the muscles down below here, and sometimes tightness back in the back. So we want to free all that stuff up. Also, superficial tightness of the fascia. You have this layer of fascia that's like a onesie pajama suit all over your entire body, and it can get tight and then it's hard to move your shoulder. So we're gonna loosen that up with some cupping. Silicone cups aren't real expensive. You can get those on Amazon or wherever you like to buy medical type equipment. So very important safety thing, don't do cupping right over blood vessels or right over superficial nerves, and just follow the directions the way I teach you to do it here and you'll be safe. Start out, if you're new to cupping, with not a lot of suction and see how your body responds to that. Just know that sometimes with cupping, it always causes quite a big release to the fascia, which is going to result in toxins being released where they've been trapped and stuck in the stuck layers. And if you do a lot of cupping, you could have a lot of toxin release, which is a good thing. It's getting out of your system so that you can have healthier muscles and nerves and they can function better for you. But if you do too much, then you might feel sick or kind of out of sorts that day. So also important to drink a lot of water to help flush it out. And Normatec compression technology, which we have here at the clinic, can help move that process along even faster than your natural normal body processes. So if you're interested in that, you can sign up for a service to have that done for you. Okay, and we'll also do the cupping for you. So then you get to experience it from a professional. So let me just show you how to do it for yourself. You're going to do partial suction, okay, not the full amount. And we're just gonna explore the tissue, nice and light. And you're noticing where it doesn't slide or glide very well, okay? So I'm noticing several spots where my tissue is not very slidey-glidey, okay? So I'm going to, where it doesn't slide and glide easily, I'm going to tack down the suction for a minute. And you'll get to know your body and you'll be able to sometimes go for 2 minutes instead of just 1. But if you are over 65, I wouldn't go for 2 minutes. I would keep it to about 1 minute. Okay, so these were some spots that I found where it didn't slide and glide very well. Okay, so I've just got it tacked down here and I'm gonna let it sit for a minute and decompress. Also, these are just common spots, kind of the front of the bicep, the back of the arm where the tricep attaches, and then right on top of the shoulder, covering over even the bones of that shoulder a little bit and just decompressing that area. This is a really common area where things get stiff and stuck. So hanging out here for a minute. So then once I've done that, then another really common area where people will have stiffness that can affect the shoulder is right along the chest. So I'm gonna glide along the chest, okay? And keep in mind that if I want to release my right shoulder, tightness in the left side of the chest often really influences the right shoulder mobility. So make sure you do both sides, okay? And remember that onesie pajama suit analogy. If you imagine I'm wearing a onesie pajama suit and it got really tight over here on the left. And then now I'm trying to raise my shoulder up over, and it's so tight over on the left. I'm like, oh, I can't get my shoulder up, and I'm just doing stuff over here. Well, this side is actually the side that's taut. It's not tight. This is the tight side, right? And sometimes you don't know until you start gliding around. You're like, dang, it's really stuck over here. And I was having trouble getting my arm up over my head, okay? So it's kind of foolproof if you just explore gently, okay? This shouldn't feel like you're ripping flesh, so explore gently and then leave it on a spot where it doesn't feel like it glides very well for about a minute, and then it should glide easier, okay? So let's say I found it was really stuck in the front here. So I'm gonna tack it down to my chest just below the collarbone, all right? And then I'm gonna put it on the right side of my neck, just to the side of the neck bones there where they attach down on my upper back. And that's going to help to decompress the fascia where the nerves come out of my neck that affect my shoulder. And then I'm going to take another cup and I'm going to place it right on my post cuff. And this is a great little pattern. That it feels amazing. It really helps loosen up your neck and your shoulder. So here I like to do a little bit of range of motion. I'll turn my head just in a pain-free range. I'll bring it up and down just in a pain-free range a few times, and I'll move my arm again in a pain-free range. Don't push through pain. I'll do some little arm circles. All this stuff helps free up the fascia using the suction as a tool. All right. And again, just going to keep it here for about a minute before I move the cups. So last place that you want to get to free up your shoulder, if you want to do a quick version, is below your armpit. Okay, so you're going to take cups, glide around here, and usually right up where the lat attaches on the arm, right up in here, and right in through here is going to be real tight. And so decompressing those can make a big difference with helping you get your arm over your head, reach across, or reach back. All right, and that's all. So email us if you have any questions about any of this. We're happy to help, or give us a call. And that's it.